When people are learning to describe leaves, one of the most challenging aspects of describing the leaf is describing whether the blade is simple or compound. A simple blade has one blade attached to one petiole. A compound blade has lots of blades attached to one petiole. Let's take a look at this tree. Now, if I look at the tree really quickly, I see a blade and I see something there. Is that the petiole? And then I see another one and another petiole. It's a little confusing. I'm not sure if I should just take off one of these blades and call it a simple, or I could take off all of them and call it a compound. So how do you know what to do? The key is to look for wood and to look for something fat. If I look at the underside of the leaf, I can see this leaf has a very long petiole. It's all green, it doesn't feel like wood. And then when I come by my thumb, the color changes and it looks like wood. So the petiole is green and the wood is brown. So thing number one is look for the spot where the petiole meets the wood, and I can tell it's right by my thumb. But sometimes the wood might be a different color, so we need to have another clue to what to look for. The second clue is fat. Petioles get fat, as if the tree put some glue there so the leaf wouldn't fall off. And the fat part of the petiole is where the petiole is touching the wood. So all along the petiole, it's the same width except where the petiole touches the twig. So look for a change of color and look for the petiole to get fat. That way you know where the leaf ends and the twig begins. So now we look at this leaf and what do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blades attached to one large petiole. So this leaf is compound. This tree has lots of leaves, so at first it might be difficult to tell if it's simple or compound. But if I look closely, I can see that each individual blade is attached to one tiny petiole. Each blade has its own petiole, and each petiole is attached to the twig. Here are 3 leaves that are close together, but each leaf has one blade and one petiole, and all the petioles are not attached to each other. Each petiole is attached to the twig. So this tree has leaves with a simple blade. Each blade has its own petiole that's attached to the twig. If each blade has its own petiole that's attached to a twig, it's a simple blade. If many blades are attached to the same petiole, and then that petiole is attached to the twig, it's a compound blade.